Setting Beauties. Welcome back to my channel, Setting Beautiful in Wheels with me, KJ. Yes, I've been away for maybe a week or so, but guess what? I'm back. You miss me? You miss me? So, if you are a new watcher and you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and welcome to Setting Beautiful in Wheels. And if you're a returning subscriber, I said, welcome back. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing? So, into this episode, well, it's basically a story time of the day of how I became disabled. I know you guys don't know the full story yet, but I feel like I need to tell you guys the full story. So if you want to know more about this and you want to be curious about how I ended in the wheelchair and what really happened, just keep watching because this is really gonna be great. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it right now. So if you just grab yourself a cup of wine, juice, whatever, and just yeah, let's get into this. So when I was born, I was basically born as an able-bodied child. I was fine. I was playing around like every other kid does. I was doing everything like a regular kid would do. And around the age of 2, and I got really sick. But when you in my country, Liberia, where I was born, when you get sick, it's basically everybody just thinks it's okay, you got malaria and stuff like that. So you just need to go to the hospital to get it treated. And that's what my parents thought. They're like, oh, she got malaria because I was super, my skin was hot. That this is all happening at the age of 2 now. Okay? I just got sick and at the age of 2. But anyway, yeah, so my parents thought it was just malaria and stuff like that. And they took me to the doctor to see what was really going on. I'm trying not to make this video too long for you guys. I'm trying to make it as short as possible because yeah, so they took me to every hospital and trying to figure out what's really going on, but it wasn't going away. This is months now that I'm going through this, and they don't know what's going on. And it's random people in their ears saying in Liberia, it's people they believe in so many stuff. It was oh, there's witchcraft don't want to see your daughter, you gotta go to see the voodoo doctor and stuff like that, because they have no idea what was really going on. So they took me to the voodoo doctor, regular doctors, just trying to figure out what was really wrong with me, because they don't know. They had no idea. So this is going up to years now that I'm going through this. This is really breaking me down now. This is now we're in the age 3, and I'm still still trying to figure out what was really wrong with me. And I basically because I have other brothers and sisters, and it's now the attention is not on them anymore, it's on me now. Our daughter is not going to die. This is one time my mom took me to this clinic, and she told me that the doctors was she could see the doctor had no idea what he was doing. He would give the patient medication, and at the end of the day, before the nighttime, they'll be dead. And he asked my mom several times to give me that medication, and my mom kept refusing. You are not going to give my daughter a shot. That's why I'm my mom is my everything. She's basically she's always there for me. She know what's right. My mom doesn't. That's why you don't see me in the hospital randomly, because she don't nope, not my daughter. You're not doing that to my daughter and stuff like that. That's my mom. My mom is Barack. But anyway, so she literally tell the doctor, you're not going to give my daughter a shot. Like, you're not going to kill her tonight. Not at all. And she took me home. And this is neighbor who, I don't know, kept saying, like, your daughter is being tied down in, like, the random word, the witchcraft word. And you need to take your daughter to, like, the medicine doctor to see what's really going on. And at one point, my mom did take me to, like, the medicine doctor to figure out what was really going on with me. And they came up with this whole... They came up with this whole stuff that I was being tied down in, like, the satanic word of where it's like they tie me to a tree and they're not gonna let me go until they, like, do stuff. It's so stupid. And it's like she never actually bought it. So at this point now, I'm like, we're like going to like 4 years old now, and this is not stopping. And finally, this is doctors that came from America, and they were doing some stuff at some hospital. And my dad was like, okay, we're gonna have to take her to these people. Maybe they will tell her what's really going on. And they took me there, and this is now at the age of 4. This is like not stopping. So they took me to the doctor, and these white doctors, the moment they took a look at me, they came to a conclusion right away that she has post-polio symptoms. That was it. That's it. And they had no idea what that was. So yeah, just in case you're wondering what it is, it weakens the body, and it's like, it just, yeah. So now my body is all weakened, and my legs is weakened, and they're like, she's not gonna be able to walk anymore. My mom is crying, of course. She's like, what? My daughter was just like a few years ago bringing water to me and stuff like that, playing with her friends. Now she's not gonna be able to walk anymore. Sad. So I spent a few years in the hospital and stuff like that, and finally they took me home with the mindset that I wasn't gonna be ever gonna walk again, ever. But you guys know me. I don't take a no for an answer. That's pretty much it. Been me from the get-go till now. I don't take no for an answer. So at the age of, my mom just left me in there because I was basically just a child who sit down. I'm like, I'm gonna sit down for the rest of my life. I'm gonna cry, you guys. I'm like get emotional talking about this story, but yeah. So try not to make it long, okay? So yeah, she left me playing with my brothers, and she's in the kitchen cooking, and god damn it, I didn't bring tissue. Okay, you guys gonna see my face all watery. And she's in the kitchen cooking, and I'm playing with my brothers as usual on the floor, and I just stood up. I literally stood up, and I'm going to cry. I'm sorry, guys. I getting really, really, really emotional. I'm gonna be right back. We need to get ourselves together. Or I think I should just leave you guys to see this, because that's how it gets really good. And I literally stood up, and my brother was so, like, God bless his soul. He's passed on right now. Maybe that's why it's making me so emotional thinking about it. And he ran to my mom in the kitchen, and she was like, she's walking, she's stood up, she literally stood up. My mom was like, if you don't stop lying and get out of here, because she's had this mindset now that was never gonna happen. And my mom was like, if you don't stop lying, get out of here. With just like the cooking spoon in her hands. Like, if you don't stop with your lies and get out of here. He's like, no, mom, she's standing up. And my mom's like, what? And she came out and she saw me standing up, and she was like this, just like really, really, really excited about it. She grabbed me, screaming, like, okay, let's see if you can move from over there here. Try it. I did take a step though. Just when the doctor says that you couldn't do it, you just like put yourself to like a place where it feels like I'm not gonna take no for answer. That's just always been me. That's how I do things. I don't take no for answer. And yeah, so I did take a step, but it wasn't so perfect. It wasn't so perfect. I took a step, and she started dancing and super excited that it actually, what? My daughter actually, what? It wasn't perfect, but what? And yeah. And so I'm sorry guys, I can't believe I'm like on camera crying, but you guys gonna have to see this because it's just when I talk about it, it makes me, I feel like I should say this to you guys so you guys can be encouraged and know that it just because the doctor says something doesn't mean you have to take it in. you can change something. So after that, they starts to like learn about the symptoms, like what to do, how to treat a child with this kind of disorder or condition and stuff like that. But my parents never like treat me any special. They never did. They don't treat me like, okay, you got disability, so we're gonna do this. No, my parents always treated me just the way they treated my other brothers and sisters. And imagine you the only one with disability and more like 10 kids every night. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But then again, you never get bored because there's always people around to do stuff for you. And yeah, so yeah, they never treated me any different than my brothers and sisters. My mom never allowed me go to the hospital. There's so many times the doctors like suggest surgery, and it never actually like, she never actually like accepted. That's one credit I give to my mom, because if she was gonna like accept everything that the doctor said, I wouldn't be here today, because yeah, I just wouldn't be here. So then a few years later, the Civil War began, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make this video so long. The Civil War begins, and we had to like come from a place where my father has built his house and everything. We had to leave all of that behind and run to a place where we had no idea where we was going. To this point where I had no wheelchair, because it's like you going through places where you don't know where you're going. You have no idea where you're going. And so why we bring a wheelchair with you? So my brother had to carry me on their back. But before then, I had went to the hospital where it feels like, because I had a really bad scoliosis, and the doctor feels like he put me in this cast to like, because my shape is like a C shape, so he put me in like a cast, really heavy cast, where I can't take a shower or anything like that. So I'm like in this cast, and And I had to be in it for months. They was hoping that when they do that, I will be able to come out straight, not C curve. So then the week that they took off the cast is the same week that the war begins. So it was like, imagine if the cast was on me, I wouldn't be here today. Because there was no way my mom and dad or his brothers would have been able to carry me through those bushes, because that shit was so heavy. There is no way anyone would have done stuff to would have been able to carry me through that. But I'm like super grateful that they actually the week they took it off, that's the week the war begins. So yeah, so going through the bushes, had to be on my brother had to carry me on his back for days. Like, you had no idea where you're going, but you're just going. And the fact that I had to go through all of that and then make it here was like and I'm super grateful to that. And I'm grateful to my parents as well. My brothers, they're like the best. And I was able to make it here. Coming here was hard. Was really hard. But when I got here, they sent me to so many different doctors. A lot of doctors. It was like none of them recommend a power wheelchair. I had this motorized wheelchair, and not a motorized, the manual wheelchair, and it was so bad. I just hate the fact of not being independent, that I had to have somebody push me around. And when I started school, I started in the 6th grade. It was bad as well. The whole bullying stuff. That's watch my other videos. And I was in class in a manual wheelchair with and it's this lady, I love her so much. She was my guiding counselor. She went through a lot to get me that power wheelchair. When she called me on the loudspeaker and like, can you come to the main office, please? Okay. They brought me downstairs, and they're like, it's a wheelchair. They're like, for who? They're like, for you, but you have to learn how to use it. And I was like, oh my god, this what? Mom, like, yes, you have to learn. Super smart. What are you gonna do? Y'all making me cry today, okay? Y'all making me go down memory lane and just like, I'm super smart, and then like, we have to teach you how to use the power wheelchair. I'm like, teach who? I got this. I got in that power wheelchair, and I was like, I went straight to class, and they were like, how did you learn how to use this? Dude, I don't need nobody to teach me stuff. I got this. And yeah, so that's how I became. I'm trying to make the video short as possible, and that's how I became disabled. So I got my tissue, guys. I managed to get some tissue. If you enjoyed this video today and you feel like you okay to like share your disabilities, comment down below. Like this video if you feel like you can relate to my story. Like this video and share this video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, for supporting me and all of this stuff. And I'll see you on another episode of City Beautiful in Wheels. Yeah.
Let me just